Alright, so we are live now, and we're taking a look at this PS5. So, this is the board here. We've got a damaged port for USB 3.0 and a damaged HDMI right here. So just take a look at how busted that is. I mean, it is really taking a hit. And what's crazy is if you look in here, the resistor there, we're going to have to line that back up because that got hit so hard that it moved around. Look at those pins. Oh my gosh. So we can get a little zoomed in there for you. Look at that. So right now I'm going to downgrade the solder to get ready to take that off. That is crazy. Okay, let's see where I can get here. There we go. It's pretty comfortable. Okay. Whew. Man, that little guy right there. I cannot believe this. Go ahead and turn on my iron, and we're going to add some solder. So this is 168 melt, I believe. Okay. Tin this up a bit. So adding in some solder here. I do need flux. Almost got ahead of myself. Let's wipe some on right here. Add that solder to the edge here.
What do you think about dialogue like this?
Like what?
So your mom comes in and says, Devin, you need to get out of the attic and come down and wash your hands. Dinner's ready. Your father cooks some venison.
Yeah?
You go, venison? She's like, yep. It's April. Yeah?
Yeah?
Deer season is in winter. Well, you didn't get caught in your swimming part, so come on.
Ha! That's pretty fun.
Kind of pertains to a story you told once.
Yeah, my dad hunts a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, that makes sense.
Right.
I like it.
That's not, is that, I mean, it's, yeah.
It's fun.
It's fictional, but it ties into something else.
I don't know if it's fictional either, man. It sounds like what would happen. One time my dad brought a squirrel home, told my mom to cook it. She'd never done it, so she started pretty much taking its hair off, like pulling all its hair off and its skin and stuff. And she made a soup out of it.
You're supposed to skin it first.
That's what I mean. She did. Yeah, she skinned it, pulled its hair off, and everything. Like there's little hairs still just left randomly throughout.
Well, that's, you gotta watch
She didn't do a very good job.
Yeah.
So, like I said, she didn't know what she was doing.
Yeah,
So we were trying to eat the soup, and the first bite I take, I had a piece of hair threaded through my teeth, and it was so disgusting. I didn't take another bite, man. That was so nasty. Yeah, that soup did not get eaten.
that makes perfect sense.
Yeah. Another time, we're fishing, and we're wading in the river, and he's in front of me, and he says, Devin, look up, look up, and he has a trout in his mouth, or sorry, in his hand, and he sticks the whole head of the trout, a brook trout, in his mouth, and just bites his whole head off all the way to the gills, and spits it at me, and then laughs as the blood drips down his chin. He was crazy. It was crazy, man.
That's insane.
Yeah, but that's just country. That's what they all do. We're crazy. Exactly. And then shortly after that, he sees a little rock with a little like a little stream going towards it, and he says, "Devin, hold my pole." And I hold his fishing pole, and then he goes over to it, and he just reaches under it and starts grabbing. And then finally, at some point, he just goes, "Hold on a second." He goes under the water, goes under the rock, comes out with this giant snapping turtle, like a huge turtle. Yeah, yeah. And we take it all the way home, and then and you're talking like probably 70 pounds or something. It was huge.
Snapping, that's dangerous.
Huge. Yeah, he could have just lost his whole hand. He's crazy. So, like a mud turtle, sorry. Like a mud turtle. But still, they had it in a barrel, and they were all messing around with all the guys were, and I come over and they took a 2x4, put it down, and it chewed up, like bit the whole corner off the 2x4. One bite. Yeah, crazy, man. Yeah, but we made a big soup out of that. Yeah, this is what you do down here in the holler, man.
Yeah.
That's right. You're in Wilkes County, boy.
I've only been here about a year now. February 2nd marks a year.
Really?
Yep.
Man.
Time flies.
Oh
It
yeah.
feels like so long ago. And
Yeah.
yesterday at the same time.
Man. Alright, so here I'm just gonna put some solder. This is new, like I said, low melt solder. We're just gonna add that to all the pins. And this should make it easier to pull off. Add a little more here. Man, these pins are all busted. Oh my gosh, they're so busted. Whew. Okay, so we're gonna flip the board over now and add some new solder to the back end. There we go. Let's see here. Add some flux here. There we go. And then grab our iron again, make sure it's still hot. It's at 750. Come in here and add some downgraded solder. Gotta get it to move over there. I'm just gonna keep the iron on for a second until it gets hot enough. Start melting into the other solder there. There we go. Get some more on the iron. There we go. I don't like to brown it up too much, but let's add a little more right here. Okay, it's starting to melt a lot easier. Look at that. There we go. So do the same over here. There we go. Clean my iron off and add some new solder to it. There we go. Go. Make sure the iron's still hot. Oh, it went into sleep mode. So I could tell. Wasn't quite as hot as I like it. Yeah, a lot of times whenever your solder just starts feeling kind of like sticky, that's whenever you know your iron's not hot enough. It should it should feel like butter whenever you're touching it to it. It's starting to get hot again. There we go.
What's your dad's first name?
Randy. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Looking good. Okay, that's 2 out of 4. Clean off again, add more solder. Get it in there. Okay. Add some more flux. And all this work is just so we can take this off and see if it's salvageable. And of course, even if the traces are torn apart, I can still fix it, but of course that'd be a lot more work. There we go, that's nice and hot. Yeah, that flux helps a lot. Look at that. Big difference. Big difference. Okay. I think it's just finding a good angle to come in at, and then something you can have a little control over the iron too. Okay, so we got that one done. I'm using a lot of my solder. There we go. Pop this one on there too. Yep, feeling like butter. Go. Set on there. Oh yeah, look at that. That one just did very well. That was nice. Okay, maybe we're nice and hot now. Let's go back over here. Yeah, take this one out. I don't want to waste any. Use it up. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna turn off my iron. Let it get a rest. I also cleaned it off in the braid and then added a little solder to it. Cleaned it again. Put it back up. Gotta keep that thing nice and clean. Alright, so before we start adding heat, we're gonna take this little pad off. Okay. How you doing over there, man? How you doing? It's going good? Okay. Just remember before you put the screen back on to peel off that one little bracket. Okay, cool. Alright, so before I apply heat to this, I'm just going to take a note here. So we got two components here in the back end, and then we'll flip back over. Remember we have one component that's been giving us, or that looks like it's going to give us a little trouble. Looks like we might be able to grab this little guy. Oh yeah, look at that. It's right there. We're going to put that somewhere safe. Where would be a safe spot, you know? I'm going to put it all the way over here. Let's see. Okay, he's somewhere safe. Man, this is going to be a mess. It's probably the worst one I've ever seen come in here. It really is pretty terrible. Oof. Look at that. I couldn't even get all the pins with fresh solder on it. Okay, so we're going to try to apply heat here and take it off. So we'll switch over to the top camera so you guys can see what I'm doing. Back up my scope here. We're going to go ahead and take off our nozzle. And there we go. We're going to turn this on, turn it up to, I like about 480 degrees. And then 100 wind speed. Don't worry about blowing components off the board. The solder will keep them on there and hold them in place. We're going to add more flux to the edges and all the contacts. Add that in. There we go. Okay. We're not going to do a hot swap on this one because we really need to look at those components. So, wish me luck. Alright, picking it up. 480 degrees. Here we go. Our flux is starting to heat up, starting to melt. You can see some of the solder melting on the edges. We're starting to get some smoke. I'm just going to start giving a little bit of upward pressure, not much at all, because I don't want to tear anything, especially since it's in such bad shape. So just tapping it, just pulling just the tiniest bit, raising it up. Just enough to see the board raise just a hair. Okay, it should start releasing here soon. There we go. Come on. Let it go. Let it go. Come on. Come on. There you go. There you go. Starting to go. Come on. There you go. Come on. It's too much fighting. I don't like to fight with you that much. Come on. Come on. Okay, I'm going to stop. I don't like to keep that heat on there for too long. Let's back off for a minute. Okay. We're going to let it cool down, and then we're going to put it underneath the microscope, take a look, and see what's holding us up. There we go. So we haven't baked the board or anything, so that's good. You just got to be really careful. If you apply your heat, that much heat, for too long, you'll bake the board. So you got to be careful. Okay, let's go ahead and put it over here real quick. I'm just gonna hover it a little bit. Take a look. Oop. Yeah. So it definitely started to raise up. See, it started to let go a bit. We got these anchor points. Anchors are starting to come out. These look like they're starting to raise up. That's a little blob there. Yeah. So let me take a look at our components. On the underside, we're still good. Everything's still good. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and clean it with alcohol, and then add more flux, and we'll start over. Yeah, what's up? I don't know. Let's see. Where's that at? What was the name on your ticket number?
The name is actually stuck on the side of right over there.
Over here?
It's upside down.
It's not Chris, is it?
Last 4 digits of the form and last 3 ones of it.
Okay. Okay. I see it. Oh, so yeah, they're not. I don't think they're paid for. So, because I didn't even create a ticket. I think I just ordered it. And here you can put it on the back.
Order something for somebody you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Usually. I was just ordering a bunch of XS Max stuff, so there should be 2 screens, right? Should be another XS Max in this box.
Only saw 1 XX Max
Really?
screen and 2 11 screens.
Oh, here's another one. Okay. Okay. So this, yeah, luckily this is the one for the other one because the guy wanted a cheaper screen. So this one is the other XS Max. You can do that one later if you want. Did you already get your pin off?
Yep.
Okay, okay, cool. Okay. Yeah, then it should go good. Da-da-da-da. Alright, cleaning it with alcohol. Yeah, just give the guy a call, see if he's paying with cash. Clean this thing up. Let's see what I'm doing here. I'm just running some alcohol over it. Oh man, this thing. Shoo. I'm looking at the scope. I want to see what I'm doing. That should be a 13 Pro. You should have the screen there. Yeah, if you want to do the screen up. Thank you. Alright, so what I'm looking at here is right there. So right there in that point right there. Looks like something's going on. That looks like where the resistor goes. So we'll have to kind of play with that a little bit. And then these are the ones that's really holding on. So I need to get some more solder in those. Yeah. And she has her own tempered glass. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this back on. Cool. Thanks for coming by. You're welcome. Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay, so I've already added a little bit of flux here. Right there. Then we're just gonna get our iron and add some more solder to this. And get it to take. So I'm trying to come in here with the solder itself. Get it to melt in here. Come on. Right? Yeah. There we go. Starting to get the melt in there. Okay, that looks a lot better. We're gonna flip it over just to be sure. And add a little bit more right here. Yeah, I haven't cleaned the back off yet. A little flux on there. It's melting easy. Okay, I mean that should be fun. Let's see. Oh yeah, these are gone already. Okay, I'm gonna look. I'm going to clean this area up a little bit right here. Take a look. Oh yeah, that's fine. Okay, just looked a little bubbly there. Okay, that one should be good. Get some of this off of here. If you have trouble getting the flux off, you can always use a little heat too. Want some of our gallium on the back end back there. Okay, I need to hit that with alcohol. Get that cleaned up real quick. Then turn the iron off. Go ahead and clean the tip and put a little extra solder on there. Keep it pretty. Okay, let's clean up our workspace real quick. Okay, which one are you working on now? Heck yeah, 13 Pro. Getting a new screen. Okay. Let's see how this goes this time. So we're going to try to take this off. Alright, so I'm going to add more flux around the edges. And then add a little flux to all the pins again. Okay. Oh, we should be ready to go. Hopefully it comes off this time. No problem. I'll put a little weight on the board back here just to hold it down. Okay, here we go. 480 once more. Yeah, I don't even think I could do this if I didn't have these tweezers. Things are, oh, here we go. We're coming off easy this time. Come on. There we go, there we go. Okay, it is off. It's a smoking. There it is. There it is. It's terribly ugly, but that's it. Look at it under the scope over here. There it is. Oof, that is really ugly. Look at that. Oh my gosh. They really beat this thing up. Okay, put it over here for a minute. Let's take a look at the board. That's what we're really interested in. Man. Okay. We'll clean this first with some alcohol while it's hot. Yeah, every time these things get busted up like this, there's always a little damage right there in this area, but it's usually superficial. It doesn't cause any damage that we have to fix. So that's nice. Now this one, I mean, you can see a pad completely torn up right there. Oof. Okay. Well, there we go. It's nice and clean. Let's go to the back end and clean that up. There we go. Okay. Whew. Take a look at our components. They look good. It's nice. Okay, looking good. It's got little crusties in there. Let's get them off. Okay, so now it's all prettied up again. Let's flip it back over. Start taking a look at these pins a little closer. Okay, let's get zoomed in here. Now let's see what's going on. Okay. So, oh, there we go. You guys can see that really well. Okay, so definitely part of the copper trace there. But they got really lucky with these pads. These pads are not damaged. It's great, great, great. It's really, this is the only problem. Is right there where that cap was sitting. So let's get in here, the tweezers, and take a look. Ooh, look how much hair is in there. Oh my gosh. Ooh, embarrassing. I'll clean that up with some alcohol. Okay. Okay, so I think that's not going to be a problem actually. I don't know where that pad came from, but I think we can heat this up and it'll come right off. So let's just try that real quick. Try it with the iron first. Yeah, what's that little flux here? Oh, it's a lot of flux. It's smeared across here. What was that? Shoot. Okay, the iron's hot. And I've got no extra solder on here. Come in here and just tap it. And there we go, it's gone. I'll clean it off with the braid, and it's probably somewhere in the braid now. Take a look here. Yep. There's another piece. Bam. I think it's gone. Or it's right down here. Okay. Looking pad's looking pretty good. Let me add some solder to my iron. Just a little, not too much. We're just going to come in, do this little swipe. Pretty that up. Ooh, that's nice. There we go. There we go. Look at that. There we go. Looking good. Looking good. Okay. I mean, I think we're pretty much ready over here. Just gotta put down that cap real quick. And we'll heat everything up, and that should be it. So just real quick, I'm just gonna add a little bit of flux into these again. And this is a good opportunity to go ahead and add some more of that solder over here in these. There we go. And my iron's still hot. Go ahead and get some solder on it. Go over to this side. And some more. There we go. That looking good. Yeah. Nice. Okay. And then I'm going to try to clean it off a little bit. Some of that excess out of there. There we go. So pick this little guy up. Let's go. Okay, and on this side, I'm going to add a little bit more on this side. Here we go. Oh, really? Yeah. I get it written out. Clean it. Heck yeah. There we go. I got some more solder on that.
First draft's anyway.
Oh, yeah? I'm going to turn this off, or turn off my iron, and then we're going to clean this up once again.
Place it up?
Yeah. And just clean it. Clean this up. It says two little dots right there. There. Two little dots.
Where you pointing? Oh,
Yeah, those two little dots. That is where the cap goes.
okay.
And that cap, they had just knocked it right off those contacts. It's crazy. I mean, this thing was busted, man. Like that's why I wanted to do the video on it, because it was just so busted. Never seen one this bad.
That's insane.
Yeah, now it's all cleaned up. We're gonna come in and lay that component back on here. So, let's see. Should be able to add it back right there. I'm trying to think the best way to do this. Now with air, obviously it could fly away. That would not be good. If I use my micro tweezers, that might be the best idea. I'll check this out. If you can see it from over here, that's the cap right there.
That little tiny?
That little tiny dot. So I'm just going to pick it up, bring it over here. Yeah, so I can see it. So, there it is. Yeah, it's freaking tiny, bro. Okay, let me look at the other side of this cap real quick. Look at it, see if it's busted. Ooh, well, never mind salvaging that cap. Okay, I'll throw this little guy out. I think I bought some PS5 caps. So let me see if I can find them. And then we can
Those
continue.
tiny pieces?
Yeah. That's pretty crazy. They're somewhere around here. Okay, we got some switch parts over here. Okay, I ended up finding the side panel, the glass panel for that computer that we fixed, that last one. It was the one with the stickers all over it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I found it. So this is located near the HDMI port. This is the SOD 323C1 diode. So I got a whole pack of them right here. This is it right here. Let's take a look. Oh, okay. This is not it. The one that I've ordered is actually, I believe, that guy right there, that big one. Okay. Well, I need that little cap there. Alright, so the only way I'm going to be able to get that is from a supplier, and I'm going to have to order that. So, this wasn't as bad as we thought. The worst part, really, was just the way this guy looked and how shredded he was. I mean, just look at that. And that was just, I mean, it's just bent all to pieces. It was cattywampus. And, yeah, they busted that cap up pretty good. So now we're going to have to order some parts to continue this repair. If we look in the scope here, this little chip, you don't have to worry about these little chips. Let's see, and always make your puffy pillows. Make sure these guys look pretty good before you start adding your HDMI port back down. And always make a mental note or take a picture of all your components to see where they might be, so that after you're done applying all that heat, you can go back through, you can look at this, and make sure all your components are still sitting there. That's another thing. This component could be, you see in there, that little black guy right there. See, it could be this one or the other. I think it's the other one though. But yeah, now I gotta find a diode or a cap and replace it. So, until next time.